According to the Store Horsemen and Wrestling Inc., the details are finally unraveling. The details are exposed between what was supposed to happen before the storyline and the angle between Nia Jax and Enzo was canceled and derailed. Viewers, it's described as while there were hints of an on-screen romance between the irresistible force and the realest guy in the room, Amore, Enzo, was in the process of turning heel, full heel, during this time. Unfortunately, Enzo never saw the actual conclusion of the angle with Nia Jax on the red brand of Raw. Nia Jax, as we all saw, went on to become the Raw Women's Champion, and well, nowadays she's not the Raw Women's Champion, but Enzo would then get his release from Vince McMahon in the company, but apparently there were some very interesting things in the pipeline for that story. And I'll tell you what, before we get into the story, I think this is going to be one of the most interesting and entertaining things that WWE has done in quite some time. Now, while speaking to the Store Horseman podcast, Enzo revealed that the plan was for the abandoned romantic storyline between himself and Nia. Apparently, there was going to be some treachery eventually, which would have resulted in Nia discovering her best friend was hooking up with her man. I was getting so much heat that it was awesome that people probably wouldn't appreciate it until 5-10 years from now, Amore said. Like a babyface transition that I made on a marketing level too. It was crazy, and Vince wanted me in that gray area though. He didn't want me full-blown. He had plans to make me full-blown that nobody else knew about, not even the other people that were involved in it. I mean, look at that Nia Alexa Bliss WrestleMania blow-off. What do you think was going to happen? How else could I get full-blown heat? Enzo was the gray area trying to get full-blown heel heat. Real effing heat. How do you do that? I'm using Nia as a heater to keep my title, and I get caught up hooking with her best friend backstage. Being that's how you do it, Nia didn't know that. Alexa didn't know it. I knew that because Vince told me. I was just toying along with her, and I wanted her to win me matches. I wanted her to be like China. So it was like, a throwback. It would have been a situation where, paying homage to China. And, this could have been probably one of the better angles, one of the most put together strategic formulas the WWE had. This would have been something that would have, been one of the promoted angles to look forward to and be like, all right, well, I'm tuning into Raw. We know we're going to get match after rematch after match. No rhyme, no reason, just two guys thrown together, and that's the match we're going to get. But at least we would have had an angle, something intriguing, something probably would have been mind-blowing with Enzo and Nia Jax. And you know what? This could have went on for a very long time. The WWE could have carried this out, but we all saw what happened here. Your comments and your opinions on the storyline being revealed between Nia and Enzo. And as we all know, at one time, Enzo was the reigning, defending, undisputed Cruiserweight champion. And he was going to be the face of 205 Live, and that didn't happen. And now, just a couple of months later, now that Enzo's released, now Big Cass is also released by WWE. Remember to share, subscribe, smash the bell, turn on all notifications for this very channel, refresh my YouTube channel multiple times a day, so you always know, around the clock, WWE news, rumors, headlines, I wouldn't have it any way. The brash and brazen. Thank you for watching, and what do you think would have happened out of the Enzo and Nia Jax storyline? Do you think Nia Jax would have been catapulted as much as she is right now had it not been for some of that Enzo action? Subscribe.